Welcome back to our channel. Today we are doing a budgeting 101 video that Maddie and I do. We do things totally different than one another. Ken's isn't in this video. She's actually behind the camera today because she prefers to be hands off the budget. So Cody's really, really good with money. So she's like, you know what? I don't have a lot to say. I'm just going to be behind the camera today. So Maddie has a few tips and tricks. I have a few things that I like to do, and then I'll show you guys a quick, simple Excel budget sheet that Steve and I use, which is just basically a template in Excel. So it's really easy to monitor everything and see where you stand every month.
I think it's just funny because, like she said, like Ken's chooses to be hands off, which is fine because Cody does great with all of it. And me and Ryan, I feel like, yes, we've been married 2.5 years, but I feel like we're still at the beginning to where we're just barely starting to like understand it and like figure it out. Where I feel like Shelby and Steve are like, oh, they got it. They got the budget down. So it's fun because it's nice that we're all different and we're all in different levels.
Yeah.
So that's good because hopefully that'll help all of you relate to at least one of us. So a few things. I'm just gonna kind of go through mine, and then Shelby's gonna share some stuff which I'm super interested in. So I'm sure I'll be having conversations with her. So this last semester of school was all about budgeting, which helped a lot. A few things I learned was, one, I learned the order you're supposed to pay stuff in, and I didn't really know there was an order because to me and Ryan, we've always done, we pay what we have to every month. We try to pay off some debt, and then some months we put money into savings, some months we don't. But this semester I learned it's super important to have like a fixed at least 3 to 6 months worth of savings in savings, just in case. Like that would mean that 3 to 6 months of money can pay for all your bills for those months, blah, blah, blah. So me and Ryan made that a goal. So this last semester we were able to do that. So the order we learned to do stuff is we pay bills, we automatically put money into savings, and then we put leftover to our debt, which is funny because beforehand we were never finding extra money to put towards savings. And somehow reversing the two, we're always finding extra money to put towards debt.
That's crazy.
So it's just funny how I'm not saying there's a right or wrong way, but it was funny for us because like we could see it.
So fix bills first,
Fix
like the
bills
required
first.
monthly bills,
Yeah.
and then savings,
and then automatically
and then
a certain
paying off
amount in
debt.
savings, and then the rest you can put towards
I like
extra card payments if you want, or credit card debt, or paying hospital bills, like whatever it is you have. A huge thing me and Ryan have, we actually live with my in-laws, which has been a huge blessing in the rent department, total blessing. So our number one goal in living here was eliminating fixed expenses. We want to try to get down to like nothing before we buy a home, so then literally our only fixed expense every month is our home. So that's a huge thing we're working on, is eliminating fixed expenses. And then this sounds so funny to say out loud, but it's so true. You need a huge thing me and Ryan are trying to do is spend less money and make more income, which sounds funny when you say it because you're like, yeah, no duh, but of course that's what you had to do. But it's true. There was one time, probably a year ago, I was complaining to my mom and sisters because I'm like, we make this much money a month. This is our fixed expenses. This is our leftover. There's no way I should be spending that much money on me and Ryan. So I decided to go through on my little America First app and write down from like May 1st to May 31st every expense we had. You guys.
That's eye-opening.
Oh, if you have never done that, please just do it because it is the most eye-opening thing you'll ever do. And I remember adding up the eating out. Like that's literally what it was, you guys. I'm not joking you. The fast food, the restaurants, that was it. It was food. And I'm not even going to tell you the number because you'll be like, you guys, it was like $1,500 a month. I'm not even kidding you. Like it was unreal. And it wasn't like it was like big things. It was like, oh, $2 at Taco Bell, $5 at McDonald's, you know, and it freaking added up. And I called Ryan because I did it at work. I called Ryan and I said, we have a serious problem and we need help. Anyway, sometimes that's what you need to do to like figure out because I know I'm not the only one.
And just see where your money's going.
Yeah, and maybe instead of eating out like me and Ryan, maybe it's like clothes or
Online
something else.
shopping.
Online shopping. But it seriously like changed me and Ryan. And it's obviously something we're still working on. It's not like it the very next month was like gone. No. But if you are in my situation where you think you are supposed to have money and you're like, where the heck's my money? Write it down because you will know exactly where your money's going. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, me and Ryan are still, like I said, like we're barely getting on our feet. Like, I feel like our first year, hopefully we're not the only newlyweds that experience this, but our first year, I feel like we kind of drowned a little bit.
I think everyone goes
we
through
were just
that.
constantly
Figuring out what you're doing.
and constantly backpedaling and constantly living paycheck to paycheck, and it's so like obviously we have a long way to go and there's still so many things we need to pay off and there's so much more to be added to our savings, but we're finally to a point it's like we don't get paid till next week, but like we can still go out this weekend. You know what I mean? So it's just comforting, and I know we have a long way to go, but hopefully some of those will help you a little bit. But yeah, I would say definitely write it down. Like Shub said, she has an Excel sheet she'll show you guys later on. Me and Ryan every 2 weeks sit down with a pad of paper and pen and we write it out, because then we both are looking at it and it's better for us that way.
Yeah.
Where some people like choose technology, which is totally fine because anything else I would choose technology, but it's just nice for both of us to like see it.
No, I think those are great ideas. I think, like Maddie said, if you don't know what you're doing, if you feel like you are struggling financially, just write it down. Whether that is an Excel sheet or just on a pad of paper, just write things down to see where you should be. I remember a tip of advice Steve and I got was, when you know let's say you're getting paid Friday and you're getting paid X amount, write down exactly where that money's going before you get paid. So this much to your car payment, this much to this, that much to that. And then at the end, this is how much you have left over, and this is what you have to basically survive on after all of that's paid for. So if you do feel like you're struggling, that was like one of the best pieces of advice we got when we first got started, was just to like write things out, where your money's going. Maddie and Kenzie both said that all of their bills are on automatic payments. And I said ours aren't. Ours used to always be, but they aren't anymore. And Maddie's like, I'm really curious.
My mind went.
The convenience of it is so nice, right? But if you know me, I'm a control freak. And you guys, it's no surprise that car insurance, cell phones, internet, cable, even Netflix, even your gym membership, they will spike the price without you knowing. Even if it's just $2, you're not going to know for 6 months. But if each of those bills are going up $2 every 6 months, you're not going to realize until you're paying $200 more annually than you were last year. And so the reason why I don't do automatic payments is because I like to know exactly where my money's going. If you're like, I think I paid that, did I pay that? Don't do automatic payments. Wait till you feel like you're comfortable knowing exactly where your money's going. All of our bills are either on the 1st or the 25th. I've just set them up that way. So on the 1st and the 25th, I just sit down on my spreadsheet, just hurry and do it. And like you guys will see in my Excel spreadsheet on our billing information, I just click on the URL and it just takes me right there. I have my login and password saved on each website, and then I just pay it right there. Put an X on my budget, I'm good to go. But yeah, the reason I took everything off automatic payments is because I was looking at my bank statement one day and I saw that I was paying like $30 more than I should have for our cell phone bills. And I was like, what the heck? And so I call Verizon and I'm like, hey, it looks like you guys charged me an extra $30 a month. Just want to know why, what's going on? And they're like, looking back at your bills, you've been paying that price for the last 9 months. And I'm like, so I start going back. I'm like, okay, what is that? And they're like, oh, well, it looks like you started a new contract and this and that. And it didn't even make sense. Like, it was something that I was like, well, I didn't sign up for that. I didn't agree to that. And they're like, oh, okay, well, just take it off.
But
and
there
I'm
goes
like,
9 months.
Yeah, I'm like, can you like go back? And they're like, oh, no, sorry, it'll just be moving forward. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So then I start looking at everything, you guys. Like your annual credit card fees or your gym memberships. Our gym has a utility or a just keeping up with your gym fee every year. And that goes up every single year. And if that's just on automatic payments, you're not aware of this.
Do you not do automatic for gym?
Well, I have to for our gym, but for the annual fee, I pay that online. Because last year it was only $20 per person, and this year it was $33 per person. And I called and I'm like, well, I've been a gym membership for the last 7 years of this gym, and I only paid $20 the last 7 years. And they're like, okay, we'll do $20. And every other person that's on automatic payments is paying $13 more per person than I am paying, because I feel like I have that control. But even Netflix, if you guys don't know, every single person just got an email saying Netflix went up by like 99 cents a month. And yeah, 99 cents isn't a lot every single month, but if you just allow things to be taken out of your bank without you knowing exactly what's being taken out and when, I just feel like for myself personally, it's harder for me to go back through every automatic payment and look what I'm paying and compare it to the future months. Where on my spreadsheet, I just have the fixed rate and I log into the website and I'm like, that's different, why is it different? So I just feel like it's easier for me. I feel like I have a lot more control. And we've saved a ton of money doing it that way. The other thing I will recommend is, okay, this is like so controversial, so be careful, don't be harsh or judgmental, but Steve and I love our credit card, okay? We have the Chase Sapphire card, and we love to travel, and this is a great traveling benefit card. So we try to pay everything we can on our credit card every single month, whether that's groceries, gas, things like that, bills that we can pay with a credit card, and then just every month pay it off so that we get all those perks and benefits. So you can get like free hotels when you go on vacations or half off your flight. So just look into those type of things. If you are spending the money anyway, look into a credit card that's safe for you or that has benefits that you'll enjoy and that you can actually use, and use that to your advantage. So,
see, we're still trying to figure the credit card out, because right now we're very smart in the fact that my credit card limit is $300, and that is for a very good reason. Where like obviously Ryan carries around the one that's more than that. And we'll use it for big things and then pay it off, but we haven't got to the point where we'll use it for the month and then pay it off. Like, we're not there yet. I feel like I need to be a little more in control before you get there.
well, and just use, like, if you do want to use it, if you take like $50 in your car to fill up your gas, make sure you have $50 you can transfer right over into your credit card to pay that off right away, but use your credit card for that. We went to Hawaii for 8 days and our entire hotel stay was totally paid for based off of credit card perks. So, you guys, we were spending that money anyway on our debit card. We just decided to use it on our credit card, just transfer the money over, and we got all of these perks.
You might as well get it.
Yeah.
That's so nice.
So take a look into that if you are looking, but be careful, again, if you're against credit cards.
Yes, and know yourself. Like, if you are like me and you know
don't get a $20,000
credit card is gonna put you in over the edge, start with the $300 credit card, okay? If you can handle that, then you can move up. But know what you can handle.
Yeah, so Steve and I just use a simple Excel sheet, guys. I'm going to show you right now what it looks like. It's really simple. We just have everything laid out. But also with the budget, you guys, make sure you're still living life and enjoying life. Like, make sure you're still going on date night or having play money to take your kids to a water park or something once a month, and figure that out for yourself, what that cost looks like. And what you'll see in our budget is set your number. So let's say you have $100 for date night every month. Take that out in cash every month so you know that that's your budget and that's what you can use.
So really fast, sorry, one more thing. Another thing is, when we figured out how much we were spending on eating out, we were like, the problem is we were buying groceries too, and we weren't using our groceries, so then our groceries are going to waste. So it was like, you're losing money in both places. So me and Ryan, he just read this article, because we usually will plan out our meals in advance, and then we go and just get those ingredients. And he read this article last week that said, don't plan out your meals, because usually when you plan out your meals, there's some stuff on your grocery list that's out of season, so it costs more. Where if you go to the grocery store and as you're shopping and seeing what the prices of things are and planning your meals out that way, you'll save more money, because you'll get stuff that's like in season, if that makes sense.
Yeah, see, where we're opposite. I plan out our 7-day like dinner meals, and I'll do like 1 day eating out or 2 days eating out, and then the other 5 days, these are our meals. And I do the grocery shopping online. You can do that for almost any grocery stores just on their app. And as you're adding things to your cart, you can see what you're spending right away, which is nice. I feel like when I go to a grocery store and I don't have a list or a plan or a budget, I will just get what looks good at the time, and I'm not eating as healthy, and I'm getting way too much. So we're
See, and this is good though, because hopefully, like we said, this is helping you guys.
Yeah,
like,
see through more.
there's both sides. Like, you don't have to be one or the other. Like, there's multiple ways to do everything.
One last thing I'm gonna say before I show you guys my budget. If some of you, I was just talking to my girlfriend the other day, her and I were talking about budgets, and she's like, it's so hard because my husband and I don't have fixed incomes. They're both 100% commission type positions that they work. So she's like, I don't know how to set up a budget because we don't know what to expect. So what she just discovered to do for them, so if you're in a similar situation, is a percentage. So I thought that was genius. And Excel has those budget sheets as well based off percentage. So like X amount of percentage has to go to your mortgage, X amount goes to savings. So I thought that was really smart. So if you don't have a fixed income, go off of percentages. She says that's been a game changer for them. So yeah, we'll show you guys my budget real quick. Okay guys, this is just a quick, simple budget plan that Steve and I use. All of these numbers are just random, like none of this is actual numbers. But we just have an Excel sheet. We have a budget tab broken down by categories. Like, so home, you would do your mortgage and rent, car payments, car insurance, utilities, internet, energy, power, sewer, city and garbage. And then other bills like student loans or Netflix or the gym or cell phones, things like that. And then savings account, the main savings account if you do like kid savings account, and then cash. So this is for things that aren't fixed bills. So like date night or groceries or play money, just take this out every month in cash and then you know your budget. So it's kind of like Maddie just said, like the envelope idea, but we just take it out in cash. And so we just have this formulated that everything that we have to pay is in red. And then what's in green is income. So you would just put like spouse number 1 or spouse number 2. And then if there is any other income, you would just put here. And then with the budget calculator on Excel, they actually do the formulas for you. So it tells you your total income here, and then the payment total, and then the remaining balance. So that's just a really good screenshot. And then we just hide this month after month, these columns. So you can see this is July. I would just hide it. And then we would move on to August. And then billing information, this is nice because sometimes we forget our usernames and passwords, but as I'm paying things, I will just actually click on this. I've just added the URLs in here. So I just will click on this. Oh, I'm not connected to Maddie's internet. But I will just click on that and it'll just take me, and then I can see my password and my username as well.
Perfect.
We hope this helped you guys a little bit. Like always, if you have any questions or comments or tips or tricks.
Tips. Yeah, we're not experts.
No.
This is what we do.
And like I said, like me and Ryan are right at the beginning. So help us out. Let us know if this was helpful.
Okay guys, we'll see you next time. Thank you.
Bye.
You were the best. Go for do that for almost any grocery store.
It's kicking me and the camera's going crazy.